Hello, Reaper. Scaring the crap out of me. Right. I'll set up in the living room because it's too warm to be on camera. I'm sitting on a cushiony on my leather stool. Immediately start the stream and then Daddy. Yes, Kay. The tricky course that you can't beat. And what, the goal?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's that room.
You have to play something different then, won't you?
Yeah, Daddy's streaming now, Daddy.
It's 8 o'clock.
Are you having a 9 o'clock bedtime tonight?
Yeah.
Have you eaten your tea?
Can you hear the fan by any chance, Lord Reaper?
Okay.
I've eaten all of it.
Hey, isn't this...
Yeah.
Don't understand the significance behind these tunnels. We seem to have merged in the Ost district. Marcus's home is here, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, I had no idea that underground passage went all the way from the port to here. That network of tunnels beneath the city really does seem to cover a vast area. It's like something out of a spy novel. I'll say. Maybe it's a sign. That must be the chime to mark the noon hour. Yeah, that's Harmalda's cathedral bell.
When is that back?
In 18 days. The cathedral itself is pretty far away over in the Sankt district, but you can hear it pretty clearly even here.
Can you put it in my table?
No, do it yourself. It's your mess.
Well, I think it's about time we found something to eat. How about we order to go from the local shops? And we don't really have much, but I'd be happy to at least treat you to a coffee at our house. Coffee? Aren't we like 17? We're supposed to be like, yeah, coffee. Okay, you just eat your yogurt.
I'm tidying.
He's tidying the table.
It's tidying there.
Oh.
You've got plenty of space, just eat your yogurt. Do you need me to do it?
No, don't do it. It's his job. He made the mess. Oh, he's putting it correctly now.
So this is the capital's famous fish and chips. I was expecting it to be delicious, but even still I'm impressed. Yeah, that pub's supposed to be pretty well known for their fish and chips. I admit it tastes good, but at the end of the day, it's still greasy comfort food. It's better eat it while it's hot. It tastes disgusting if you let it cool off. Probably still better than wartime rations though. Welcome in, Dumpster. Not true, it isn't. This coffee seems pretty high class, though it's got a nice rich fragrance. Do you buy your own beans and grind them at home? Yeah, that's how my father went out and stocked up not so long ago. Now and then, he gets the chance to take some time away from his duties and come relax back here. He sees his coffee as a small island of luxury in his hectic daily life, I think. Does wallpaper not exist in this world? Everyone's just got brick walls. That does sound like something I could see Governor Regnant saying. He seems like quite a respectable man to me. You'd hardly imagine a home like this belonging to an important official like the Imperial Governor. It's tiny. You know, Fee, it wouldn't hurt you to be a little less blunt. No worries, as I said, my father and I are commoners through and through. He might be a top official, but neither of us really saw that as a reason to change our whole lifestyle. Besides, it's not as though we don't have some attachments to this house. Ah, right. It does seem like a comfy place to live in, though. Really cozy and relaxing. I just mean small, right?
Ooh, there's a photo.
Oh, that.
Aww, look at cute little Machias there.
He looks like he had such a sweet disposition.
Yeah, before he grew up to be a stubborn old nag.
Stop nitpicking people's old family photos! Honestly.
The governor looks the same as ever, though. Is that woman next to him your older sister or something?
Close enough. She was a cousin on my father's side of the family. Since she lived quite close, she often came to visit. Our family was just my father and I, so having her around was a big help.
The way you speak about her seems to imply you no longer see her. Did she get married and move away?
She went to live on a farm.
She died around 6 years ago.
Turns out it's a picture of Eustace when he wasn't looking Kappa.
Oh,
I see. And that has something to do with why you hate the nobility, right?
So...
I never really planned on telling anyone about this. But considering all we've been through, I suppose it's time I told you a little more about me. It's a long story, but would you hear me out?
Of course.
absolutely.
Glad
Nah.
to.
Thanks. Sis was 9 years my senior. Beautiful, kind. To me, she was in every sense the ideal woman.
Yeah.
What
Well-
are you playing?
Now, as I said earlier,
Trails of
we're a
cold
family of
steel.
commoners through and through.
You wanna on the screen?
Yeah.
But my father proved to be a very capable government official.
It's not actually Matt.
And eventually he was promoted
It's
to an
almost
important government
Matthias, isn't
position,
it?
where he started to make a name for himself.
Matthias.
Matthias?
Honesty
Stop
and
it.
integrity are a core part of his work ethic.
Stop it.
So, of course, he made his fair share of enemies. But after seeing success in a number of major projects, my mother died when I was still young. But Sis happened to live around here and ended up helping us in more ways than I can count. Since she was his niece, my father always made a fuss over her. And even though she didn't live in the same house, she was like a real sister to me, and a real daughter to my father. I was always so proud of her. As a child.
She was an android.
And as you'd expect, she had countless admirers among the men of the city. But for all her popularity, she was always level-headed and sensible. So I never felt I had anything to worry about, until he appeared.
Jacked?
He was one of my father's subordinates at City Hall.
Only memory it shows is her serving him tea.
Though unlike him,
I know
he was a
how
noble by
to
birth.
live on the course I'm on.
Okay, you go play it.
I have to press A and the stick on sensitive media.
A man of high rank, too. The heir of a count. However, he had none of the arrogance or haughtiness one usually associates with the nobility. When I met him myself, he came across as an honest and loyal man. He met Sis when Dad introduced him to her one day, and eventually the two of them fell in love and began a relationship, despite the difference in their social status. As a child, I was frustrated beyond words. But even I had to admit that the two of them made a good couple. And Sis seemed so happy when she was with him that I had no choice but to let it go and accept their relationship. Time went on and they became engaged, with Dad acting as the go-between. And that's when everything started to fall apart. His family couldn't have been more blatant in their attempts to undermine the relationship. Apparently, one of the 4 great houses, House Cayenne, proposed an arranged marriage on short notice. And the Count's family were up in arms at the thought he might choose to take a mere commoner as his wife. Since my father held an important post, they were limited in how shamelessly they could try to sabotage the marriage. But they began to harass and threaten her in secret every way they could think of. Maybe she didn't want to cause trouble for the man she loved, or perhaps she did it out of consideration for my father. But all that time, she chose to endure it alone. She never discussed it or asked for help. And finally, it became so crushing that she took her own life. It was only afterward that my father and I learned what had really happened. It seems that at the very last, he had chosen to betray her love for him. But I told her, he said. I told her I'd treasure her as my mistress instead if she'd just accept that we couldn't be married. I just don't understand it. Why would she take her own life? After that, my father seemed to redouble his efforts. It was like watching a machine kick into high gear. With the help of his ally, Chancellor Osborne, he was able to wrest control of City Hall from the noble faction. Then, 4 years ago, he was appointed to his current position as governor of Heimdall. And that's how the Regnitz family came to be where it is.
I don't even know what to say.
So that's why you started hating nobles?
Yeah. I was so furious at Sis's death. My hatred needed to be directed at someone. Anyone. First I blamed her fiancé, then his family, and the family of the Duke who tried to intervene. In the end, I just hated the nobility as a whole. The people, their culture, the entire idea of social classes. I desperately wanted the strength to win against them, to show how right I was, how wrong they were. But deep down, I knew the truth about my hate. I knew I was taking out my anger on people who didn't deserve it. People who had done nothing wrong.
You did?
So you're saying you love Eustace now?
They may be from different social classes, but people are still individuals. Sis's fiancé was faithful to her. He just wasn't strong enough to shield her from all that ugliness, despite his love. And the Count and his family were only acting in their best interests, which is to be expected, really. Ultimately, I've had to acknowledge that not all commoners are good people, and not all nobles are unworthy of respect. Eustace might not have done much to change my opinion, but getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
Machias.
I have no idea how my father feels about all of this, but this is how I've come to feel.
I see. You have my thanks.
I'm glad you felt you could talk to us about it.
Still, I don't think it hurt to
Dude,
be a
your
bit
hot
more
dogs are
honest
going
with yourself. If you're willing to admit all of that,
Right.
maybe you can find it in you to be friends with Eustace too.
Their fish and chips looks a lot like hot dogs.
Are you kidding me? I might accept that not all nobles are bad, but that arrogant, self-centered fool can go choke on a palm. Always mocking me for spending so much time studying, or telling me I need to get out more.
I don't think he goes quite that far. Besides, I don't think he does it on purpose. He doesn't mean any harm.
That's the most irritating part. He does it without thinking.
Well, that was a good coffee break, wouldn't you say?
Dragon Zord. Can you guys hear the fan? Ultimate shot. Is the fan like really loud? Barely. Good, good. Well, lunchtime is over. It must be almost time for the summer festival decorations to start going up. Barely even noticed it. Good. I would have thought preparations for that would have started way before now. Is some festival not that big of a deal in the capital? It depends on who you ask, I guess. I've always just thought of it as one of those small yearly traditions. In my hometown, the summer festival is a major event with extensive preparations. Perhaps those places where the ancient animistic traditions survive put more effort into celebrating the festival. Animism does seem to have mostly vanished here. Not as much as in Row or Crossbow though. Well, I suppose it's hard to think of a seasonal festival in capital when it's celebrated a month late to begin with. I think most just see it as an opportunity to catch a glimpse of the imperial family. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, that makes sense. Is that your Arcus ringing? What's it doing ringing out here? It's probably a call. You should answer this, right? This is Class 7, Group A, Reen Schwarzer speaking. Hello there, Reen. This is Carl Regnitz. Governor Regnitz? Come to think of it, he did say that we'd be able to use the Arcus communications functionality in the city, didn't he? Why do you have my dad's number? You're Group A's representative, so I figured it'd be best to call you. Is now a good time? Yes, now's totally fine. Rachel just left your home. Marcus invited us in for coffee. Haha, did he now? I had a favourite specialty store roast those beans just the way I like them. You better refund me. It was top-notch brew, alright. With all that's been going on, it was nice to just sit down and enjoy a good cup of coffee. Well, I'm glad you were able to spend some quality time together. Anyway, getting to the point, I'm calling because we have a bit of a problem on our hands. That being the case, I'd like Group A to take care of one additional task for me. An extra task? You can do that, sure. But what exactly is it you'd like us to do? It better have battling involved. There appears to be a burglary at a jeweler's in the Garnier district. That's not all. The culprit seems to have left a message addressed to you. What? Your confusion is understandable. However, the jeweler submitted a report of their burglary to City Hall a short while ago. Normally I'd leave this to the proper authorities, but would you be willing to go and see if there's anything you can do? Of course, sir. I'll head over to the Garnier district at once. Alright then, I leave this matter in your hands. What was all that about? Well, whatever it was, you seemed perplexed. Well, wait till you hear this. We can explain the particulars of Governor Rignett's additional task to boot. So a jewelry boutique was burglarized and the culprit left a message addressed to us? Though thinking about it, this sounds kind of familiar. Yeah, now that you mention it, I'm getting a strange sense of deja vu as well. Still, it would have been helpful if my father furnished a few more details. Oh, it's already past noon. I am already in my pajamas. Didn't Sushi say that I'd barely get any of these material things? I've been hoarding them. You get barely enough to upgrade your weapons each chapter.
Alright.
Right. So let me know if you think the Pokemon on screen are like too big. I'd say use them to upgrade. Well, I've not had any issues in battle so far. Not like major issues. Not now I'm keeping up with the weapons at least. We need to buy a hot dog. Banana creep. Okay. Gotta buy one of those, right? What's the posters say? Alright. That away. Thank goodness. We may yet have a chance to recover the Crimson Tiara. So that's the object that was stolen? Yes, exactly. It's embedded with priceless carnelian gemstones, captivating the hearts of all who gaze upon it. It's the centerpiece of our display under consideration to become a national treasure and valued at almost 100 million mirror. Pretty pricey. Yeah, I'd say. It was being displayed in that big showcase in the center of the room, wasn't it? I'd heard that the store was fitted with the best security system money could buy, so they could display the tiara safely. I'm afraid this was all due to my carelessness. There was no problem with our recently installed security system, but the problem was me, falling right into the Phantom Thief B's trap. Wait, the Phantom Thief B? Yeah, I've heard all manner of rumour about him, but I still find it hard to believe this was actually his doing. The name sounds kinda familiar. Seems like Elliot and Mackers know of him. Yeah, he's a thief with quite a reputation in the capital. Calls himself a liberator of beauty. And he made quite the name for himself with a string of major thefts a number of years ago. He's even gained an enthusiastic fan following for the daring and graceful methods he uses during his thefts. Oh, now I remember where I've heard his name before. He's the thief who managed to steal a noble tank from the Imperial Army, right? Yeah, that's one of his most famous exploits. I seem to recall hearing that story myself. I wonder how one steals a tank. So, do we know how the tiara was stolen? Maybe it's the thief from Hunter x Hunter with that weird cloth. Phantom Thief B is well known for sending the victim a card notifying them of his intended crime before he commits it. What anime has that in? Is it Fullmetal Alchemist? With a thief that always leaves a calling card telling them what they're going to steal first.
I thought that was Final Fantasy VII Remake.
What?
Yeah, the Angel of the Flames.
Alright.
I
I
don't,
think it's in The Simpsons as well, maybe. Maybe it's in Hunter x Hunter.
I
Maybe
think it's just a comic book. Why do you call it Hunter x Hunter?
because that's what it's called.
It's just Hunter x Hunter.
Well, it's got the X, so it's the X like a lot of other people.
Anyway, I think it's just a comic book.
Hmm. Did he send a card this time? Yeah, that's right. The card also contained this message. Your prized tiara has already been replaced with an invitation. Oh no, it's a heist. However, that message was a feint. While we did have the utmost faith in our security system, we knew that if anyone could get past it, it would be him. We decided to open the display case to check the tiara, but as it turns out, that's what he was counting on us to do. So that's when he stole the tiara, huh? I'm afraid so. Unbelievable. I assume you weren't able to get a good look at the culprit's face. Indeed, as soon as we opened the display case, the lights all went out. By the time we got them back on, the tiara had vanished. I see. Sounds like he's no ordinary thief. With a piece as valuable as this, can you maybe explain how you decided would be the optimal choice for this quest? Ah, of course. Take a look at this. The owner of this fine establishment known that I have the Crimson Tiara securely in my possession. Should you fulfill my conditions, I promise that it shall be returned to you unharmed. If not, I make no guarantees. First, you must not report this incident to the railway military police. Second, you must deliver the other card here to the members of Thor's Military Academy Class 7 Group A. Third, the aforementioned Group A must overcome the trial written on the said card. Phantom Thief B. We need Pussy Slayer, Elliot and Co. to get the tiara back. Hey, Sush. I find the thief's apparent reveling in his crime somewhat unpleasant. Yeah, though on the other hand, he seems to be giving us a chance to get the tiara back. True. Do you have this other card that the thief mentioned? Of course, please take this. Salutations, ladies and gentlemen of Thor's Military Academy Class 7 Group A. Should you wish to recover the Catus Phantom Thief B. Cat-like. is the cat thief? Cat burglar? Should you wish to recover the treasure you seek, accept and overcome the trials I have placed before you. This game made me angry. Oh. All the keys lie within the Vermilion Capital. The first key is at the feet of the conqueror, with the heart of a lion. A riddle, is it? Well, I'm sure the Vermilion Capital is just referring to the city itself, but as the feet of a conqueror with the heart of a lion, seems like a treasure hunt, and this card is our first clue. Does seem that way. Okie dokie. We'll see tonight, most likely. What? Oh, we'll see what made you angry in this game. Conqueror within heart of a lion. I think I got it straight away. Big brain. Gotta be a statue. And where's the statue gonna be? In the main plaza. If it's not here, I'll be very shocked. And this statue, oh, I'm sure I'll get the gist of it. 65 brain! We found our next card at the feet of the statue of Emperor Dracos in Dracos Plaza. On it was another clue reading, in the northeastern seat of the Prismatic Palace. Northeastern seat of the Prismatic Palace. Where's the place that I met that singer or idol or wherever she was? It was here, wasn't it? Are the cards visible? There. Prismatic Palace. This seems like a prismatic palace. Where's north? North.
There's so many butterflies.
It really
No.
gives the place an exotic touch, huh?
You sitting on my card? My hair. Are there steps anywhere? Is that a card? That's a card. Oh, this guy. Baron Blue Balls. We found another card attached to a northeast bench in the Crystal Garden. Next clue, at the round table where once rested gauntlets that supported the east of the city. Right after that we ran into Baron Blue Balls. I don't know what he's after, but he gives me a weird feeling. Oh, we're getting oh yeah. We're having some weird tingles in the pants over Blue Balls. At the round table where once rested the gauntlets that supported the east of the city. Round table. Round table, found it. Gauntlets. Wait. You don't just accidentally catch Pokemon. You've never played Pokemon, Sama. You can accidentally catch Pokemon. This used to be a hideout for... Hey, yeah. What are they called? The bracers? Bracers, gauntlets. That was my connection. Could have been aiming for a different one. I hit the wrong Pokemon. Yeah. I don't think you were supposed to paste that one. Papa John's. Wait, Lord Reaper, are you in Manchester? Right, Crystal Palace and Glass House worked. Prismatic Palace, sorry. Gauntlets and Braces was a good clue. That's the next one, or is it last one? We found another card attached to the legs of the second floor of the guild where we were staying. Its clues say, on the back of the white burden of the steel, of the steel bird perched at the water's edge. Steel bird, water's edge. Wow. Duck, on the water, boat, white boat. Blue boat.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Crane is a bird. Crane. Oh. I can't see where it is, but there's an exclamation mark. The steel bird perched at the water's edge. Last clue seemed like it might be referring to the crane here in the port. Hey, there was one there. Seemingly final clue, here we go. Also appears to point to Hanalda Port. The crimson crown you seek sleeps within a black ark, nestled in the steel car that marches with the minutes. Marches with the minutes. Steel car that marches with the minutes sounds like a tram to me. But is it the tram to the port maybe? The crimson crown you seek sleeps within a black ark nestled in the steel car that marches. I doubt it's just going to be on the nearby boats. Can't go in any of the doors. Tram. If I click on this, will it just tell me to go somewhere else? It's not black. Is it this? The steel car? Right. Ah. Easy peasy. I like that quest.
So the tiara really was in there, huh? Now I'm wondering if the last passenger who stepped off the tram was Phantom Thief B himself. I don't remember there being any unusual passengers
It's you.
on
We
board,
can't
though.
see your eyes. It's obviously you.
This!
Oh my god.
This savory taste is why the unripe fruit is the most delectable of all.
Wait,
Allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, otherwise known simply as Phantom Thief B. Baron Blue Blanc is but one of the many roles I have assumed during my pursuits. Incidentally, might I ask when you first discovered my true identity?
This is why I screamed thank you, Reen, last night. What's Reen done?
It didn't really take much discovering. You went out of your way to show up in the Crystal Garden after all. Now, maybe it's just me, but I find it hard to believe you were seriously trying to hide your identity to begin with. Your disguises? Nothing short of perfect, I have to admit. But with all the work you've put into this, I suspected you might come check on us near the end of your little game.
Ha ha! I see. Excellent deductive reasoning. Simply splendid.
But why would you do something like this? Why go to all the trouble?
Ah, does that interest you? Must there be a motive?
Nah. Now that we know your identity, there's nothing more to discuss.
Theft is a crime.
Indeed. A crime we will not allow to go unpunished.
I can hear it, yeah.
Ah, what spirited youths you are!
What? How did he do that?
Just a little trick I like to keep up my sleeve. Regardless, you have provided me with plenty of sport and more than enough entertainment for one day.
Has he got
I will
moved
be
10?
watching your future achievements with keen interest.
Yeah, I'm on my sofa with my TV.
Ladies
It's more,
and
it's
gentlemen,
more comfortable,
until
but I
we
can't
meet
have my
again,
camera.
I bid you adieu.
Or I can, but I don't want to wear clothes. It's too hot. It's way too hot.
He disappeared again.
And this means I don't have to have the headset on. The microphone itself may be less of lesser quality, but it's
That's
either this
quite
or
a
I'm not
little
streaming
trick.
tonight. It's just too damn warm.
You might still be nearby. Let's search the area.
Plus, I want to play it, and I'm a bit more comfortable where I am. You stole my Yamper. Not much difference, mic quality, to be honest. Didn't notice. I'm glad. I'm glad. Is the game a bit laggy on the stream? It is on my end. Yes, very. God damn it.
All right.
I'm gonna have to restart the stream. Save and restart. What, the game? I can try that actually. I think it's the stream though. We'll try it. I'll turn my PlayStation off. Repressed Angie magic superpowers. Yeah, he's no nonsense, Reen, isn't he? Turn the PlayStation off. Boot it back up and hope that everything works perfectly. Biddy-da-bee. God damn it, Summer. Died for war total. I would. Hey! They did a dance. It's still very laggy, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Give us a refresh in a minute, please. Go get yourself a cup of coffee from freshly ground beans. Back in a sec. Looking right. It's looking good. It's looking good. Alright. Whew, that was quite exhausting. Fantasy Feet was an even more unpleasant fellow than I had expected. Annoying to think that his smug face was watching us the whole time. Yeah, though his name is pretty well known around here. He was plainly suspicious even when we first met him, but I don't suspect he'd prove this much of a troublemaker. Something wrong, Green? I was just thinking, he must be incredibly skilled. He disguised himself so well that he was virtually unrecognizable, not to mention all those other things he did. If this were martial arts we were talking about, he'd definitely be at the master level. I can't disagree. True. But why would someone like that try to mess with us? He specifically asked for Group A too. Can't imagine why. Hold on. Is it my father again? This is Class 7, Group A, Ring Schwarzer speaking. Oh, hello. Sounds like you've been keeping yourself... Female voice. Oh, it's the teach. I know it's you, Instructor Sarah. Oh, Garamon, how'd you guess? Don't tell me. Is it your smouldering love for your tragically beautiful teacher? I have many feelings about you, but love would be stretching it. Anyway, you wouldn't... Oh, whoops. There's something wrong. Actually, there's somewhere I'd like Group A to go. When you've finished up with what you have to do for your field study, I'd like you to head over to the Scent District. Lust? Yes. Lust. Hotter than the deepest infernos. Okay, let's see. You know what would be great? Cheese. I need chocolate myself now. You gotta get a jive bar. Right, we're gonna go pick my sister up from school. He got hungry. Right. Wait. Is Gaius gonna be there with my sister? Gaius, you better keep the winds and the goddess away from my sister. Oh. You got power hungry. Yeah. Now I get it. Okay. Travel to the Skank district. I read that without the word power and like, and when he discovered them, he got hungry. Okay. That's the big twist. Oh, okay. Bet those losers don't even sit on the
They were
back
wearing the
seats.
same uniform as Reen's sister.
Yeah, they must go to St. Estraya too.
So, the famous St. Estraya Girls' School is around here, huh? It's supposed to be a combined middle and high school exclusively for the young ladies of the nobility.
Yeah, this is one part of the capital that the masses have no reason to visit. Although, I can at least support the school's commitment to fostering chastity and rejecting materialism.
You seem to know an awful lot about a fancy girls' school.
No, I don't. This is all just common knowledge.
Anyway, let's go and wait by the front gate.
Yeah, those were the instructor's orders.
I'm feeling kind of nervous, actually.
Why would you?
To men, this academy must seem clad in the mysterious, impenetrable aura of feminine nobility.
All the girls know me. I told them I'd call them back. Elliot. I need a disguise.
I was wondering, did you not want to come here, Laura?
My father did recommend it to me, but they offered no classes in the martial arts. That alone was reason enough to look elsewhere.
I can totally understand that.
Though I get the feeling Laura
Like
would cause
instead
a
of,
real
no, I
uproar
won't
if
let
she
my
went to a school
consume
for
me.
genteel
Where's
young
that
ladies.
G-fucker? I'll rip his limbs off while his family watches. Hello, Sam.
Yeah, I can picture the chaos
Sam with the
now.
fly gum.
Oh? I have a number of acquaintances who attend there, and from all I hear, it does seem to be a wonderful school.
I think Sama should change their thing into an X-Bloud. So when she's shouting everyone's name, it's him shouting. Can I do that on my end? Oh, I can control it. I might just have to play Revengeance again.
I've heard that even Princess Elfin herself is a student there.
I've heard that too.
Princess who?
You've seriously never heard of her? I know you're not from Erebonia, but even still.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if plenty of Erebonians didn't know who she is.
Princess Elfin is the daughter of our reigning emperor, His Majesty Emperor Eugent. She's supposed to be as sweet as an angel and popular with everyone.
Is that so?
Actually, I believe she's the same age as Fee. I've had the opportunity to meet her once before. She
I figured
she's
as much.
12?
I've seen photographs of her plenty of times in magazines, though I've never had the opportunity to meet her.
Sounds like she's in the same school year as Elise. And she has a twin brother, too, Prince Cedric. He's the crown prince of Erebonia.
Oh, right. I think I've seen a picture of the prince in a magazine before. Dark blonde hair, like Eustace's brother, right?
Oh, I think you're thinking of Prince Oliver. He's Cedric and Elfin's older brother.
Why isn't he the crown prince then?
I've heard the reason is that his mother was a commoner.
Plenty of magazines make a 15-year-old girl.
It seems like a stupid reason to deny him the
I mean,
right
how
of
old is
succession,
Machias?
but that's how nobles do things.
I feel like I've been hearing his name a lot lately. He made a big splash when he came back from the Burrow aboard that airship. You know the one, right?
Yeah.
Ah, you must be referring to his return aboard the
Oh,
Arcel
47.
after the crisis in Liberl was produced.
He's only 17, and it could have been last year that he had these magazines, or even 2
I
years
remember
ago.
seeing that. It really made a big impact. I'd never seen an airship that looked so white and elegant before.
I believe my father went to welcome the prince back in his capacity as imperial governor, too. And yeah, now that you mention it, that does seem to be when I started hearing his name around a lot more.
Oh, you're all here already.
Ah, you made it.
It's good to see you all again.
You're a bunch of early birds, aren't you?
Which is better.
Well, we just about finished up everything we had to do when we got the call to meet here.
We even did an extra quest.
Were you able to finish up everything on your end, too?
Sanders' daughter just gets away. Every time.
As if we'd leave any loose ends. If not for our unfamiliarity with the city, we would have been finished this morning.
Every time.
Looks like getting these two to kiss and make up will be an uphill battle.
Well, some say that when someone gets under your skin, it means you really care about what they think.
Wait,
Are you two lesbian
you
life partners
two-
now?
I figured the girls would be the first to notice.
Of course, I apologize for any worry I've caused you.
We're fine now.
really? That's great!
And all
sure
it took
is.
was the teacher forcing Reen to be part of their squad.
Maybe after this field study is over, we can get together and spend the night talking in one of our rooms.
Now we just have to have Gaius and Emma fall out and then Reen be part of their squad.
Sounds good.
The thought of a Class 7 pajama party makes me a little embarrassed.
That's girls for
Wait,
you.
do we get pajama outfits for everyone?
Girls and sleepovers go together like jam and toast, huh?
Please tell me we get pajama outfits
That
for
must be
everyone.
Heimdall Cathedral's bell.
I want to see Machias in his full suit pajamas.
It has a solemn, stately sound, wouldn't you say?
It sounds so different from how it does in the Ost district. Though that makes sense considering the distance.
It's almost like important plot can't happen unless Reen is present. Is Reen an enemy protagonist?
That bell ringing must mean it's 5 o'clock, which means it's almost the time we were supposed to meet here.
Reen?
Elise, what are you doing here? Wait, I guess this is your school, so...
What the fuck are you
where else
doing
would
at
you
your
be?
school? At school time? On a school
yes.
day?
I see all of your classmates are with you too.
It's only been a week since we saw you, hasn't it?
Well, we were told to meet here.
And no one's changed their clothes. It's kind of embarrassing for you
Wait a
guys.
minute.
I'm in my school uniform.
Are you the ones? The 9 guests I was told to expect at 5 o'clock sharp?
Well, there are 9 of us in Class 7. Wait, what?
Then that would mean you're the one we were told wanted us to come here?
Wait, they've both been told that they've wanted... She's been told that she's gonna get 9 guests that she doesn't know. And then Emma's saying, you're the one we were told wanted us to come here. Did she just request 9 people?
Actually, I suspect that would be a friend of mine. Why does she always have to be such a mischief maker? I swear, she could have at least given me a little warning that you were coming.
Elise?
Anyway, where are my manners? Welcome to St. Estraya Girls' School. I hope you'll enjoy your visit.
Why are we visiting the girls'
Right
school?
this way.
Any of your kids play blades? I'll slow it down for this. Oh my, is that Lady Laura? She's always looked so gallant. Oh, fucking hell, this is slow. How the hell was I supposed to read that? I mean, I can read it personally, but I can't read it out loud. Oh, Elliot. Jesus. They've already caught you. What do you guys think of this Pokemon thing on screen? Do you think it's intrusive? Like having the people that's here on the screen? Maybe I should just get rid of the names unless they're talking. I can do that. I really hope the incest plotline is dropped in the sequels. I think only chatters. Well, people with Pokemon will still show up, but it will only show the name when they're chatting. Just disconnect it for a second.
It looks like an indoor garden. This is the Academy's Rose Garden. The person who called you here is waiting inside.
Who did call us here anyway?
There we go. Easy tick box.
Whoever they are, they must have considerable social standing.
So it'll have your name for 60 seconds after if you've typed a message. However, the Pokemon will be on the screen.
Your Highness, I brought the guests. Thank you. Please show them in.
Oh.
You like it when the Pokemon are like the pawns. You like it when the Pokemon aren't covering the game.
No way.
That's fair.
Hey, Elise, is that...
You don't need to ask when you already know. Now, if you'll follow me...
To be honest, this setup won't be frequent. Unless the world's gonna be on fire, which, to be honest, it may be frequent. Well, the other scene is still there. It's just because I'm not on cam. Because I'm not on cam, it's just gonna have a random Minecraft box. Actually, I can easily just move my on-screen chat to that box, and then it looks alright. Stretch the screen. And actually try what Dumpster had before. That's not too bad for the size of a box. Sorry guys. Oh. That was weird. Alright. Almost done. God damn it, I just moved the wrong fucking thing. Boo, I want to see Vex's six-pack abs. We're a few years too late, Sama. A few years too late. Not anymore. Not after Dad bod. Now, where's that picture? There we go. I like it. Twinkly stars. Right. Wait, she has eyes? Does she have eyes? She does. Princess Elfin.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. My name is Elfin. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Is she gonna be the fourth chairman?
Come on, Elise, cheer up. I'm sorry, all right? I was only trying to tease you a little. Don't you have something you wanted to discuss with everyone? Please. Well, that aside, it's been a long time since I last saw both of you, Eustace and Laura.
Wait, what? Alright.
I'm glad to see you're both well.
Likewise, Your Highness.
You've become even more fetching since we last met.
Aw, thank you. I was rather hoping that you'd decide to enroll in Sanctus Dryad too. But it seems you chose to attend Thor's after all.
Well, I've committed myself to following the way of the sword, and Thor's gives me a place to hone my skills. I apologize for not being able to live up to your expectations.
First I lost Angelica to Thor's, then you too. Perhaps I should just transfer there next year myself. Your Highness. Got you to look. But I...
The not so itty bitty titty committee.
Well, she seems lively.
She seems far more easygoing than I was expecting.
I've heard plenty about her, but none of that prepared me for meeting her in person.
So, this is what it's like to be in the presence of royalty.
I can see why people always compare her to an angel.
Angelica is the lesbian with radiant lady boner for everyone she meets. Wait, are we talking about Angelica now?
Me too.
Please don't worry about me. Well, I still have much to learn before I feel like I deserve my status among the nobility. I've been blessed with wonderful friends, and I'm enjoying life here at the Academy.
Well, she does seem to have at least one wonderful friend. Kind of an understatement when that friend happens to be Princess Elfin.
I'm particularly happy to finally be able to meet you, Reen Schwarzer. Elise has told me so much about you. Your Highness?
I'm honored that you'd say so. Elise always mentions in her letters
Who's
what a great
Elfin?
friend she has. As her brother, I wanted to thank you for that.
Reen? Oh, it's so refreshing. You're perhaps even more so.
Huh?
I have a teeny could join Elise in thinking of you as my
Sorry, I did
dear
miss
brother
the,
as well?
her talk about Angelica. How does she know Angelica?
What?
Your Highness! You see, Elise has spoken of you so often that in my heart, you've already come to feel like family. And now that I've had the opportunity to meet you, I fear I simply can't suppress these feelings any longer. I have 2 brothers already, of course, so I'm sure it won't take long to adjust.
I couldn't possibly. I mean...
That's enough, Your Highness.
Oh, is she?
Aw, don't be so stingy. Surely it wouldn't hurt to share him with me a little. Anyway, that aside, the reason I called you here today was not to talk with me. There is someone else who would like to meet you.
Why? It's not like we're famous.
Who do you mean?
Is it a cat?
Hey, isn't that...
A guitar? No, a lute?
Oh, it seems he's arrived. Oh,
Right, Angelina. Did you mean Angelica, right?
I apologize for keeping you waiting.
Yvonne?
it's a pleasure to see you again.
And you as well, young lady? Well, I trust everyone here has been making themselves comfortable?
Yeah, no worries.
Who's this guy? I'm not sure, though I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
I serve as a music instructor in the hallowed halls of this fine academic institution. In truth, I am ever on the hunt for that elusive mayfly we call love. But whose pulse would not quicken wandering into this untainted cloister of dew-eyed maidens? Ah, the romance.
Could he be?
Ow! I think that's quite enough. Any more of that, and our guests may start edging toward the
Oh,
exit.
really?
Ah,
That's cool.
I can always count on you to never miss a beat, my dear sister. Oh, wait.
Whoa.
Indeed. Tis I, Olivert Rice Arner, also known by some unscrupulous individuals as the Debaucherous Prince. I also serve as
Purple
Thor's
eyes.
Military Academy's
lot of
ornamental
purple
chairman
eye
of the
people.
board. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
None as beautiful as Seymour. Wait, did we just figure out he was immortal? Unaging. Fuck, imagine playing D&D
I
on
have to
that.
admit, I was surprised to learn that you're the chairman of the board of directors.
Wibbly
Your
wobbly,
Highness.
timey wimey.
I'd heard that the chairman was a member of the imperial family, but still.
Why can't they hold the
I'm not
drinks
surprised.
properly?
Who would expect the infamous prodigal son to chair a committee at a prestigious academy like Thor's? I suppose it's not surprising they'd rather keep it hushed up, though. It wouldn't...
Oops.
That's surprisingly forthright coming from you.
Is it really true, though? I mean, that you were the one responsible for establishing Class 7, Your Highness?
Indeed, I was.
Oh.
You see, it's always been a tradition that a member of the imperial family serves as chairman of the board. At first, I wore the title in name only, but I had a change of heart after my vacation in Liberl 2 years ago.
You were in Liberl back then?
That would put your visit during the incident that occurred there, correct?
So our class is under the control of these Lannisters.
Right. All I've done since I returned to Erebonia has been inspired by my experience during the crisis in Liberl. As a result, fruitless though they may prove to be, I've set a number of plans in motion. One of which is to bring the Winds of Change to Thor's military academy.
Winds of Change, huh?
I can only assume you're referring to our class?
Then the one who decided to throw both commoners and nobles into the same class was... Yes, the idea was mine. Although the selected students also had to have a high aptitude with the Arcus units too.
I think I'm finally starting to understand the reasoning behind Class 7, and why we're being sent all over Erebonia on these field studies.
To show us firsthand and give us cause to consider the conflict between the two factions. That is the purpose behind our field studies. Is it not, Your Highness?
That is one of the reasons, yes.
The other is to play blades.
However, my foremost intention was to show you that during your lives, you will encounter many obstacles and conflicts. Not just between factions, but between the capital and the provinces, tradition and technology, even between nations. In these turbulent times, I thought that this would provide the hands-on education today's promising youths need. We need up-and-comers who can think and act independently to face tomorrow's challenges head-on.
Wait, think and act independently? The other teacher's like, don't be independent.
That makes sense.
Wow, that's quite a plan.
I can't help but feel a little unsure whether we can live up to such high expectations.
Why did people choose me?
Hearing your explanation has, at the very least, cleared up many of the doubts I've had up to this point.
Class 7 does seem like an ideal environment to expand one's outlook on life.
I feel like going through everything we have so far has brought us closer to doing exactly that.
Yep.
Marvelous. I'm so pleased to hear it.
I thought Emma would have had a hand in the idea behind Class 7.
Just listening to you makes me feel even more certain that establishing Class 7 was the right decision. Especially since while the idea itself was mine, I have no real say in how the classes run day to day. Even so, I still hope to meet all of you at least once, if only to tell you all this. And that was when Elfin stepped in and offered to set up this little meeting.
I see.
Well, I could hardly refuse such a sincere request from my brother. But it also presented me a fine chance to finally meet Elise's beloved brother, as I've always wanted to.
My brother controls your brother.
Your Highness?
Any other teacher thinks your class is meant to join the army like the rest?
Thank you for taking the time to tell us all of this, Your Highness. I feel like now that I know, I want to live up to the promise you saw in Class 7.
Previously, I didn't give a fuck. Has his eyes always been
am
grey?
I right in assuming that Class 7 doesn't exist just to fulfill your progressive ideal?
What do you...
Oh?
The board has its chairman, of course, but 3 directors besides. My older brother Rufus, Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz, and Irina Reinford of the Reinford Group.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you mention it.
They do seem to have certain expectations for us.
Precisely. As I mentioned, I no longer have anything to do with how
There you
Class
go,
7 is
Summer.
run. That authority lies with the directors. As you're keenly aware, Rufus and Governor Regnitz sit on opposite sides of the factional divide. And while Chairman Irina is mostly involved with Class 7's technology, like the Arcus, her intentions are a mystery to me. And it's those 3 who decide where you'll travel for your field studies.
Is that right?
When you put it that way, it does make it seem like some kind of bargaining is taking place behind the scenes.
It was one of the conditions they gave in exchange for allowing Class 7 to be established. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day you all
So,
will be
a
a great
music-
light that can push back the darkness of this country.
A music teacher from one school decided to create a class in another school.
Well, I suppose when I put it that way, it sounds positively heroic. But that's just me. Don't feel too pressured by it.
Your students, first and foremost. Reach out and grab that fragrant rose of school life. Join a club. Eat cheap food with your friends at midnight. Fall in love. We live but once. Make your youth count.
Didn't he say he was a music teacher? I know that he's like a big important prince and everything as well, but he did come in saying, "Oh, I teach music here."
You know,
fair
it's
enough.
weird,
He does a
but
bit of
hearing
everything.
you say that kind of takes a load off my mind.
By the way, just earlier you said that we believed the Class 7 would be a great light.
Well, he's got my vote for music teacher.
Is there someone else involved with Thor's who shares your vision for our class, Your Highness?
There is. Principal Van Dyke. I once attended Thor's myself and studied under him. He gave my proposal to establish Class 7 his full backing.
So he used to go to Thor's, but now he's the music teacher of a different school.
I see.
He's been particularly considerate toward us ever
The
since we
music
arrived
teacher
at the
formerly
academy.
known as Prince.
While he has no direct control over the running of the academy, he does preside over the board meetings. And above all, he's the one who assembled an excellent team to give you first-rate training.
An excellent team, you say?
Are you referring to Instructor Sarah?
Well, she's certainly one of them. Still, coaxing her away from her former line of work certainly played a large part in giving Class 7 a great foundation. She is, after all, one of the strongest people in the
Dyke.
Empire, and her experience makes her a natural field leader.
Wait, what?
Instructor Sarah? One of the strongest people in Erebonia?
Exactly what experience might you be referring to?
I've even heard rumors of her daring exploits myself. She was known as the Purple Lightning. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Wait, she is the Purple Lightning and the Icy Maiden?
Wait. Purple Lightning?
I knew it.
If you two have heard of it, it must be a household name among martial artists.
That's right. Though I've just heard it in passing.
Yeah. Oh, right, that makes more sense. When I thought the other time when we were talking about Icy Maiden, yeah, Claire, Sarah.
That young ace
Sarah,
of the
Claire.
Erebonian brace. She has a history full of brave
Right.
feats and dangerous deeds.
Got it.
She was even the youngest bracer to achieve A-rank status. Back then, she was known as the Purple Lightning.
Don't like the squished text. Yeah, that's what I thought, and then I got mixed up with the Icy Maiden. Welcome back, everyone. Just making sure everyone's still awake. Yeah, I thought Sarah was Purple Lightning because of her hair. And then when they said Claire was the Icy Maiden, I got Claire and Sarah's name mixed up. I was thinking, Claire, the teacher? That makes no sense. Her hair's purple. You fell asleep. I was falling asleep last night during the stream, so yeah. Played a bit of golf, then we played Disgaea for a little bit of grinding. But Sushi wasn't into it. Sushi didn't want to watch me play Disgaea, so we stopped the stream. All you missed was me doing that mission a million times and then starting again with my new character doing some board game stuff. There's nothing to miss. So now I need to split. Now I need to merge 3 videos up for the YouTube VOD. God damn it! I really need some software. Yeah, I watched that one first. The one that you sent me. I almost forgot. Rain, I have a small favour I'd like to ask of you. You in particular, because you're the main character. Your Highness? Oh, you're going to ask him? But of course. You see, tomorrow I'll be attending a garden party sponsored by the local government for the start of the festival. Or rather, Marcus's father invited me to attend. Yes, I seem to recall hearing that myself. That's the one at the Crystal Garden in Matter Park, right? Indeed. Anyway, let's not waltz around the matter. I was rather hoping that you would join me as my dance partner, Reen. What? Does that mean... Do you think Her Highness knows that old saying, a dance today, a wedding tomorrow? I'm sure that's fully in the realm of tabloid speculation. Still, there's no denying that many will interpret it that way. Whoa, hold on a minute. I don't think I can. I mean, it would be an honor, but it's like too great of an honor for someone like me. Oh, not at all. Your father may be a baron, but the Schwarzes have long had deep ties with the imperial family. I apologize if this comes across as rude, but inviting you would likely create less opposition than if I were to invite Eustace. I see, well I can't deny that. You needn't apologize, I find your choice rather fascinating actually. Eustace, you're not helping. Anyway, I really don't think I'm the man you want. Sometimes I can barely keep from tripping over my own feet. Is that so? Elise once told me that she asked you to help her practice the finer points of ballroom dancing. In fact, she says that you're an excellent dancer, that you step lightly and very gracefully. Is that not true, Reen? No, she's a lying skank. I understand. It was rude of me to trouble you with a petition like this of such short notice. I assume fell in love. Her love for the series is so pure and evident. I agree with her though. More PS4 remasters. I thought she was asking for more for Disgaea 2 and 3 on the Switch. I accidentally ran away from Shiny Electiva. No, that's not what I mean. Your Highness. Well, that's my sister, alright. She really knows how to twist the knife. Your Highness, please. You too, Prince Oliver. Well, Prince Oliver is definitely the bad guy. Looks like they're having fun. I've no idea the Imperial family was such a lively and cheerful bunch. I get the feeling they aren't all like this. I see. Now, how could it have not crossed my mind? What an accident. The switch by extension. Appears up. Perhaps the truth is that you already have your heart set on someone else. Or is there someone you're already courting? Did Laura make a ... because I'm slightly close to her? Well, he does have. Well, he doesn't have a dark blue. Wait. Not anymore. I was wondering that. I kind of like tried to talk to everyone to keep it as neutral as possible. Not sure because I was close to Laura. Ditto. Well, do you? I'm positively dying to know which maiden has conquered the battlefield of your heart. Well, I don't mean, yikes, how am I going to get out of this one? I'm not sure how to turn her down gently. Just say you're not going to go to the ball? Very well, I'll show relent this time. Huh? Oh, next year I'll be 16, just like your sister. That's when I'll be making my debut into high society, so I'll be very happy if you'd give my invitation some thought. But this does have slight different scenes depending on who you're close to. Well, aren't you the lucky one? Her Highness really seems to have taken a liking to you. You really ought to have accepted her invitation. It might have led to something truly unexpected in the future. So would drugs, to be honest. Nah, I doubt it. It seemed like she just took an interest in me because I'm her friend's brother. She didn't seem all that serious about it, so I figured it was just... she was just trying to tease the two of us. Can't deny it seemed that way. But I got the impression that wasn't all that was going on there. It was between Laura and Fee for me, then remembered Fee is 15, so yeeted her the fuck out the window. You weren't the only one feeling nervous the whole time. Prince Ulvert was an even more unusual person than I'd heard. No doubt about that. My rankings kind of depend on which game. What? Your rankings... He seemed entertaining to be around. To think that he's the one who made Class 7 possible. Wait, is 2, 3 and 4 the same characters? I'm more likely to play him if it's the same characters. He seemed easygoing, but hearing him talk about our class made what we're doing feel even more important. And besides, he gave us plenty of other useful info. Yeah, including the fact that the board of directors seem to have their own agenda for us. The direct sequels. I know the direct sequels, but I didn't expect it to be the same characters. Yeah, I understand it's a continuation and a sequel and all that, but so's 10-2, and you only got 2 of those characters. Agreed. Hearing about the instructor's background kind of threw me through a loop too. Within Cold Steel, Sky, etc., same characters, some may be added, but the base ones stay. Nice. I wouldn't have imagined she used to be a bracer, maybe because you don't really see them around anymore to begin with. A rank is more or less the highest. A rank is more or less the highest you can be too. I assume you already knew about her history, Fee. Yep, the guild is every Jaeger Corps' main competition after all. Probably even ran into her a few times during our operations. Really? Unbelievable. I'd almost forgotten about those good old days. Instructor? How long have you been there? Looks like you finally found out about my work history, huh? Guess that kind of tarnishes my ravishing adult charm a bit then. Hate to break it to you, but you didn't have any to begin with. Shh. Did you hear that? An old maiden sighing? What was that? Hee hee! Good evening, everyone. Captain Claire? This is quite the unusual combination. Hey look! It's the Icy Maiden and the Icy Maiden. Let me be the first to assure you that this wasn't my idea, but the governor asked me to tell you that tomorrow's field study is being put on hold. Instead, you'll get the exciting opportunity to help this lady and her goons with their evil schemes. Huh? What evil schemes? Sir, could you maybe not try to put them off entirely before I've even had a chance to explain? Actually, there is a matter I'd like all of you to help with. I've discussed this with the governor and he'd decided that this would be the best way to handle the issue. Make the kids do it. Let's be real, Sarah was always going to be a bracer Jaeger, never being any doubts there. Yeah, she definitely had some skilled background. Now, if you're going to be so kind to get on board, I'll explain everything to you at the command post in Heimelda Central Station. But I'll have my phone at the base. I really need blue. And it's 50p in the train station toilets. Terrorists? Indeed, I'm afraid we have no choice but to define them as such. Unfortunately, we have no clue as to their aim, nor do we know the names of their group's members, its size or its history. At present, it doesn't even seem that the terrorist group has established a name for itself. That's a lot of unknowns. Would I be correct in assuming the man we met in the North Highlands who was trying to start a war as a member? Yes, Kabuto. I have a feeling she's gonna be an Iron Blood too. That's pure speculation though, I'm barely further than you. Iron Blood is Marcus's family? No? Or am I just thinking of Iron as his corpse? So he's one of them, huh? He said his name was Gideon or G or something like that. So that's what that man you encountered in the Highlands was up to. He does sound like the terrorist type. And do you think he and his group are going to try something tomorrow on their first day of the summer festival? With Millie and Claire. Milliam is the little girl, yeah? I'm very bad with names. Iron Bloods equal elite units of the Chancellor. We're currently operating under that assumption, yes. The summer festival lasts 3 days, but unlike festivals in other provinces, only the first day garners much attention. It's been a month since the incident in Nord. If they intend to make their next move soon, tomorrow is a likely time. I'd have to agree. Terrorists do love their time in the spotlight after all. And considering how easily Gideon gave you his name, I'm betting we'll start to see them acting more openly soon. This girl has one of those puppets things as a weapon. Yeah. First you gather arms and other like-minded allies in Tsuko. Then you reveal yourself with a bang and keep going in quick succession. That's a typical terrorist MO. You see. You want us to assist with countermeasures against them. Right, the RMP will be joining forces with the Hamelda military police to bolster the capital's security. Unfortunately, as big as the capital is, I can't say with complete confidence that there'll be no holes in our security. That's where you come in. You'll be assisting our security measures as reserve force. It'd be sure nice if the guild was still active here. They would have come in mighty handy right about now. Yes, I don't disagree. Sir, do you know that the RMP had no involvement in the guild's withdrawal from the capital, right? Oh, really? I mean, your boss and the brother of yours could hardly make their opposition to the guild more obvious if they tried. Well, these two really seem to have a messy history between them. So I wonder if Claire and Maid Woman are in the same guild faction thing, or both against the Bracers. It sure looks that way, especially where the guild is concerned. Although it sounds like your brother has been keeping busy in Crossbow recently. Brother? Wait. Blue Blanc? So what's it gonna be? Whether you choose this as your field study task for tomorrow is totally up to you. If you decline, there are plenty of tasks the governor needs taken care of, like you've been doing the last 2 days. Summer festival is a busy time after all, lots of little details that need to be squared away. She doesn't have a brother, it's the red-haired man that she's talking about. We still have an hour of cutscenes to go, Jesus Christ. I think I speak for Group A when I say, fuck that. Group B feels the same. Get this shit out of here. Alright then, thank you for your assistance everyone. Now let's move right along to confirming the patrol routes you'll be following. Wait, it's still same day? How long is same day? Same days? We're up at fucking Gaius's hometown on same day. What's that? I'm sharing a bed with Reen? Oh, this place sure brings back memories. Up until about a year and a half ago, I'd swing by here at least once a week. Really? I won't be surprised if I'd seen you around before then. Well, I did end up getting to know your sister. Fiona, right? Works as a piano teacher? Seriously? Wait. She did say she knew someone who worked at the guild. So all the adults know everyone, right? And all the kids know each other and the adults. We met Scarecrow, so no spoilers, though 99% sure Vincent won't remember him. No, I remember him. His hair's like super bright red, and he was the one at the gate with Milliam. I don't remember his name besides Scarecrow though. It's the names that I'm a bit crap with, especially when fucking Adalbert, Reinford, fucking Old Breyer, all these like semi-posh, semi-English German names. Yeah, the one that came to pick her up. Yeah. I guess she was talking about the instructor. Still, instructor. What is it that caused the guild to withdraw from the capital? I've been wondering that for a while now myself. The guild used to be pretty active here in Urbonia, right? It was those damn Ironbloods. I keep thinking Emma's name is Emma Million. Or it's like Emma Milestone or something. Is it not Eminem? Well, yeah, the direct cause was guild branches all over the country being blown up. But I'm sure you already know that. The culprits were a Jaeger Corps hired by a nasty bunch the guild was at odds with at the time. Well, still is, but anyway. Thanks to a dependable ally, we were able to defeat the Jaegers, but by then, the Imperial government had its eye on us. Jaegers are pretty much assassins for hire, right? Eminem. They started making life difficult for us, took away most of the guild's authority in the country, leaving our hands tied. Neptunia character. Speaking of Neptunia, is this one any good? Jaegers are mercenaries, good ones. Good as in, like, good-hearted or very good at their job. Yeah! That's the first in the timeline. They started making life difficult for us, took away most of the guild's authority in the country, leaving our hands tied. I played one of the hyper-dimensional Neptunia games on the PS3 a long time ago, and I remember the characters were based on Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Wii, and PC. Good ones as in elite, not neutral-natured. They are neutral-natured, that makes sense, yeah, okay. Evidently the branches here... So the cell swords, assassins for hire, just no, like... They have no moral, they just do what they're paid to do. Tools. Eventually the branches here started closing one by one with no real prospect of ever reopening. So that's how it was. Instructor. Don't worry, your dad might be the city's governor, but he wasn't really involved. Sega, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo. Oh, is that what it is in this one? The one that I played had Xbox. I'm pretty sure it had Xbox anyway. Wait. Nintendo, PlayStation, Microsoft. Oh, maybe I didn't meet Sega then. Yeah, Microsoft was Xbox, so I got that now. Hyperdimensional Neptunia PS3. Yeah, purple, green, blue and white hair. Maybe they're all exactly the same characters, I don't know. But I played one of them. The combat style seemed pretty cool, and I was really fucking impressed that you could add your own PlayStation. You could add your own images from the PlayStation to have as like magic effects and stuff. Does Sega make the game? Is it a Sega game? I doubt it'll show me on the thing, but. Idea Factory. It's a NIS game. Getting a good feeling about this NIS company. What other games have they made? A certain friend of his, however, was very involved. You're talking about Chancellor Gileath Osborne, representative of the Imperial government, I assume. Yep, him and his cronies in the Imperial Intelligence Division. Is that a fuck? Or is that an acronym of a game company? Or a game? Final Ultimate Victory Kingdom. Dungeon Master Palkia. It's kind of like sister organisation to the Railway Military Police. That's why she doesn't like Claire. Anyway, after that I was out of a job. That's when Principal Vanidek came and offered me a position at the academy. Labyrinth of Refrain, Coven of Dusk. It's amazing. I started as a combat instructor last spring, and after that I wound up being chosen at your class as your class homeroom teacher. I still help out the guild from time to time though. That's how I ended up bringing in our Jaeger princess over here. And now I'm gonna get my revenge. I'll have a Google of it. So that's what happened. Turn-based, I assume? You mentioned that a Jaeger Corps was responsible for the attacks that what was its name? Oh, it wasn't the same group he used to run with. They were called Jesters. Not a particularly high-ranking outfit. I see. Worried about me? I did suspect that it was likely a different corps. From the sound of it, it was Jaeger Corps he belonged to was a pretty large one though. Oh, definitely. She was with Zephyr. Their leader was this insidious guy known as Jaeger King. You name a combat specialty, Zephyr had it covered. Never heard of that one either. It's one of those games, first-person based dungeon delvers. First-person grid-based. First-person grid-based dungeon delver. I've never heard of such a game. It caused me plenty of trouble back when I was still a full-time bracer. Look who's talking, you caused us plenty of trouble yourself. I've heard of that. Etrian Odyssey. There's a fifth one? Maybe I haven't then. They do a lot of games that I've not heard of, which means pretty much not too popular games. The only unpopular games I play are Jake Coon. It's hard to believe this all happened to people we actually know. It sounds more like a story out of some novel. Anyway, the terrorists you've been hearing about lately aren't part of any Jaeger Corps. But you haven't heard of this. Exactly, and this is my first playthrough. Generally, Jaegers are interested in just two things: money and fighting. That Gideon guy you encountered in Nord Highlands doesn't seem to fit that description though. If I had to guess, I'd say he's acting on some kind of deep-seated grudge. A grudge, huh? Well, it's hard to say anything for sure. I'd never met him myself. From what I understood, he did seem particularly tenacious. He was definitely that. Etrian and Grimlock aren't NES gamers. Sorry. Aren't this games, but the same genre? Alright, yeah. I can't imagine a grid-based... a first-person grid-based game. Like Doom, but on a grid, maybe. I don't know. Which means we're going to have to step it up for our patrol tomorrow. Your involvement is just a precautionary step, but you're going to help. Give it your best, I'd say. Seems like your teamwork is smoother than ever, so all the better. Anyway, it's late, so get your report written and get some sleep. Yeah, I understand that, but I don't think I've ever seen a game played like that before. Wait, whose bed is she sleeping in? Maybe she feels a bit weird about being back in her own old workplace. You might be right. Still, I guess we're not really in any position to be worrying about her. We'll just have to do our best to coordinate with Group B tomorrow to make sure everything goes smoothly. Agreed. Alright, the sooner we can get that report written, the sooner we can get some sleep.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you.
Windbow.
Drinks are on me someday.
Wait, didn't I do 1,000,000 fucking quests this chapter? Or is that just like today? An amazing style that is far too underrated. So right, after this we're gonna go, we're gonna be playing like 50 streams of Mario Paint. Play Super Persona games like that too. The time is finally at hand.
The time is at last. The hammer of judgment shall rouse this indolent capital from its slumber.
God damn it, Kabuto.
Yeah!
Comrade G, all of the necessary preparations are complete.
But it feels like you have so few men accompanying you.
Wouldn't it be wise to call in a few others for backup?
There's nothing to fear. As long as I have this flute, not even the railway military police stand a chance of stopping us. Tomorrow, the people of this land will at last know our name.
Wait, is he Kabuto with Tayuya's flute playing skills? The dark flute!
My dear comrades, I shall be counting on you all. Yeah!
These people in the street have no idea where they want to go, do they? Alright, I'm going to check in Group B before heading over to the Railway Military Police's command post. Just give me a call on your Arcus if you find anything during your patrols. Okay. Will do, Instructor. Leave it to us. Still, I was expecting Captain Claire to be our point of contact. I was not expecting you to agree to cooperate with the Railway Military Police. I'm not exactly delighted about working with them, but things are looking pretty serious. I'm helping them this once and acting as your point of contact, but I won't let them get for a minute they owe me. Hinata is the Naruto bitch you like, right? How dare you call her that? Yes. Hinata. Anko's pretty damn cool. Anyway, let's see you all later. Tell Fiona that thanks for breakfast. Sure thing. Wait, we didn't have breakfast at hers. Alright, we should get moving too. We've got our designated areas, so we'll be patrolling them one by one, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. Sarah said she'd contact us around noon too. Let's be off then. Yeah. Since when was Fee jamming? I'm guessing the city's gonna be packed with people since the first day of Summer Festival. That's all the more reason we need to stay especially vigilant. Oh, it's confetti. Milton? What's wrong, Milton? Oh, hi, Elliot. There's a pretty interesting rumour floating around at the moment about someone just vanishing all of a sudden. Did you say vanishing? Do you know any more details? Oh, caught your interest, I see. I don't know. This is some good stuff. Might even be too juicy to share. Speak up, or I'll force it out of you. Yeah, ain't bribing them. Okay, I get it. Dang, you two are scary. So, yeah, like I said, someone from the apartments around here just straight up vanished. Caretaker came by to check on them this morning and I found the room as empty as if no one ever lived there. The only thing left was the key to the room. That's quite a curious situation. Yeah, especially since they disappeared without even telling anyone. I've never heard of anyone leaving town during Summer Festival either. Maybe they had a reason they had to move out so quickly. Do you think this might be related to the terrorists in some way? Sounds like a kind of stretch. Whoa, you guys seem like you've got some good material. What's this about the terrorist? Come on, fill me in. I picked the name Hinaba with Hinata in mind. Hinako would have been a great name too though. Don't worry, it's nothing important. Wait! There's gonna be a bomb! Everyone! Run! Riots in the streets. There does seem to be some substance behind this rumor though. Agreed. I think we do well to keep this story in mind. That's all there is to investigate on Alto Street. We should move on to another part of the city. Am I just talking to one person per part of city? Wait. Crow?
Woohoo! I'm on a roll! I can almost taste that grand prize.
Crow?
Ah, hey guys! How's that field study coming along?
Oh, it's going fine. But why are you here?
Oh, you don't know? Classes don't run back at the academy during the summer, so I came here to squeeze as much fun as possible out of this fortuitous bit of free time.
Are we supposed to be on holiday?
Meaning?
The summer races, of course.
Wait, you came all the way here to bet money on horse racing? We're minors! We're not allowed to place bets!
Do I look like a lawbreaker to you? There's a magazine that's running a prize contest for the summer races. You send in your predictions, and if you're spot on, you win a really fancy prize.
So you came all the way to the capital just to check
You
on
came all the
Meg?
way to the capital to get a magazine you could have brought back at school?
If only we all had such boundless energy.
Alright, time for some serious praying to the goddess. I'll leave the money here, okay?
Thank you very much. Come back anytime.
Anyway, I'm heading over to the cathedral over in the Song district. Peace. Come on, goddess, let me win that prize.
That seems a rather pedestrian thing to pray for.
So irresponsible.
Looks like there's still places here we haven't explored. Let's go look somewhere else.
Oops, I skipped it. I don't think there's anything important happening until we've spoken to all the people in all the areas. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure are more people out.
I'm just saying I don't think there's anything that important that I'm missing by skipping these people. I doubt anything's gonna happen until I've talked to all of them. Anyway. It seems like basic question mark hunting again. But that's my house. Damn it. Do you not know who I am? How dare you? Don't make me get my father involved. Oh, it's fucking prick. It's still same day. This is Class 7 Group A Reinforcer speaking. Hey, it's Sarah, give me an update. Instead, she sounds way more serious than usual. I see, something's off alright. Though judging by Fee's reaction, it doesn't sound like the terrorists are wandering the streets. We haven't seen anything that would lead us to believe so. I think there's something happening behind the scenes though. We just can't be sure what it is. Keep sharpening that instinct of yours, it'll prove invaluable. It's almost time for the Imperial family's limousines to head out from Elfin Palace to their respective events. Crown Prince Cedric will be going to Hanalda Cathedral in the northwest. Princess Elfin is headed to Matter Park in the northeast, and Prince Ilbert will be going to Hanalda Racetrack in the southwest. Prince Ilbert's got an extremely capable bodyguard with him though, so I'm not as worried about him. I've tasked Group B with looking after the Crown Princess, so I'd like you to keep an eye on Princess Elfin. Understood. We'll head to Matter Park at once. The run's over, I got an A. What run? What's that? The instructor? New marching orders, huh? You guessed it, the limousine carrying Princess Elfin is about to leave Elfin Palace. Our mission is to make sure she gets to the garden party safely. Right, we should get to Matter Park as soon as possible. Then we can follow the main street. My run of this game. Wait, you've completed it? You completed the game? I shrank what? From the chapters? Alright, as soon as we're ready, let's head for Matter Park. Got rank A for the chapter you're on right now. After taking a tram to Matter Park from the tram stop, the main story will advance. Well, we're doing that shit. It's quite nice to be out and about like this once in a while. I thought it would have been even nicer if you'd gotten dolled up. Just think, we would look so adorable making our debut together at the garden party, wouldn't we? We should think a little more before you say something like that. We may be friends, but I'm still just a baron's daughter. I can't very well go around equating my appearance at a party with that of the Imperial Princess debut or otherwise. Oh, you're so old-fashioned, Elise. Both the national and local governments are headed by commoners now. Times have changed. Or is that you're still annoyed? Or is it that you're still annoyed that I asked your brother to do a dance? Maybe I should invite him to be my dance partner next year. Your Highness, please, that's enough. Oh, come on, I'm sorry, Elise. It seems there's still a ray of hope for you. After all, it doesn't look like he has a girlfriend at the moment. What? Why? What the fuck? God damn it, Japan. Still surrounded by that many other ladies, I doubt that will remain true for long. I suppose you're right. If Reem were to find someone, perhaps that would be the best. Both for him and for me. Elise? I'm sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Yeah. It makes no sense. Unless it's poorly translated, but it can't be everything being poorly translated. This is such a common thing in Japanese media. But don't mind me, the people are all waiting for you to wave to them. Yes, wave at the commoners, they will love it. Oh my god, a buzzer wave! Yeah. Yes, sushi. We have dresses. Yeah, it's a real plague. Saw that online. So Elise is here too. Looks like she came as Princess Elfin's attendant. Ah, those two must be pretty tight. The princess really looks the part though. Indeed, that dress of imperial crimson suits her wonderfully. Damn, I'm starting to feel jealous of Patrick after all. Alright, looks like this area is under control. Let's go grab something for lunch and do another sweep of the city. Okay. I'll be totally okay if nothing out of the ordinary happened today. Yeah, the incest thing is a bit annoying. No matter how hard they searched, nothing seemed amiss. Finally, Group A made their way towards Dracob's Plaza, where traffic had previously been restricted. I imagine most of the ceremonies around the capital are finishing up about now, though Princess Elfin and the others won't be coming back until later this evening, right? Yeah, the ceremony itself ends soon, but there's a social event after that lasts until this evening. Seems that's likely the time that many will begin to let their guard down then. The perfect time for terrorists to make their move. I really hope we're just overthinking this. So do I, but at the very least we need to remain vigilant until the day is over. Wait, until traffic restrictions have been lifted. Now, so the traffic restrictions have been lifted now, so let's walk around the plaza. Wonderful, we did it. What next? I know we need to walk around the plaza. Every day is the same day, yeah. It's just been this one long day. Hey!
Toa! Angelica!
Oh, I didn't expect to meet all of you here.
Well, isn't this a coincidence?
President Herschel?
We certainly weren't expecting to encounter the two of you out here.
Huh? Looks like the goddess herself brought us together. And now that she's granted us this chance...
I'm afraid we'll have to decline. We have our field study to attend to.
What she said. Lame.
Will she ever learn?
Looks like those rumors about her were true.
Did you ride your orbital bike all the way here?
Yeah, you can make it from Trista to here in 40 minutes on a good day. So I plopped Toa on the back of the seat and off we went.
It almost seems like a metallic horse.
It's pretty cool.
Angie's not the most careful driver, so it wasn't exactly what I'd call a leisure cruise. I really
A
love the
leisure
festival
cruise.
atmosphere, though. I just wish I could enjoy it without the threat of a terrorist attack hanging over us.
Wait, how do you know about that?
Did Instructor Sarah tell you?
Yep.
Nope.
I've been
Why the
helping out a
terrorist?
little with your field studies, too. Yesterday, I was the one who passed on the governor's request to Instructor Sarah, for example. I got pretty worried when I heard about terrorists, so Angie and I decided to see what was happening.
I see.
It appears you've done much for us without us even realizing it.
Thanks.
It's nothing really.
Oh? I thought you were helping with all the paperwork and travel arrangements so everything runs smoothly. And that you're the liaison for our contacts in every region because Instructor Sarah keeps slacking off.
Seriously?
I swear, just when I'd started thinking she was better than we were giving her credit for.
Yeah, that's a little much, even
It's fine. Really. I'm sure she's got lots of stuff on her plate. Anyway, I heard you guys got to meet the princess. I'm so jealous. I wish I could have met her too.
We could hardly believe we met her ourselves.
She really does look kinda angelic.
If I'd only shown up earlier and tagged along with you.
Princess Elfin's beauty is definitely one of our national treasures. But your sister's quite the looker herself. I hope I get a chance to meet Elise again someday too.
Actually, she's attending the garden party as
That's
Princess
like just
Elfin's
quests
attendant right now.
Constantly.
Really? Oh, if only I could get Princess Elfin, Elise, and Fee together in the same place.
Right.
We could call them the Fabulous 15s.
Don't look now, but I think you're being co-opted into some sketchy-sounding group.
Sounds good to me.
Right.
If I'd known this was gonna happen, I would have listened to my father and attended that party after all. But no, I couldn't have. I couldn't spoil my charms by wearing a dress. Oh! I could have worn a tuxedo instead. Why didn't I think of that earlier?
Angie?
Crow?
Oh, we didn't know you were here either.
Fancy running into you.
Yeah. You said you were going to the summer races, didn't you?
How'd the main race go?
Don't ask.
Who could have guessed that Black Prince would come from behind in a burst of speed like that?
Right, let's reload the game and bet on Black Prince.
And then Lumberblitz barely squeezing past into second. There's no way anyone could ever see an upset like that come.
Oh, I guess I won with those 4 to 5 odds. Glad I decided to pony up some cash for that after all.
Wait, you're the one who won the special prize? Oh, stop feeling up lady luck, would you?
You're just sore because I've got better karma than you.
Angie
Well, that's what
really
you
does
get
have
from robbing off
scarily good luck with stuff like this.
of a new student.
Sounds like the bell's chiming 3 o'clock.
Guess that means all the ceremonies must be wrapping up.
Perhaps we should make another round of our patrol areas, just to be safe.
That seems like a sound idea.
I wonder when town halls are going to get
we should get back to
digital
our
clocks.
patrols. It was good to see you, everyone.
Okay, take care out there.
Instead of big dong, dong, they just be like did-did-did-dip, did-did-did-dip, did-did-did-dip.
Huh? Back to work already?
Big alarm clock.
I've got my Arcus with me, so just give me a ring if anything happens.
Will do. Huh?
Huh?
What? It feels almost as though...
My guess would be there's been an increase in the water pressure.
Yeah, this must be...
Is it some kind of festival attraction?
I don't think so.
Someone's put lithium all over the sewers.
This must be the terrorists.
Yeah, it seems that way. Angie, Crow, give me a hand. We need to evacuate everyone. The military police have their hands full. We need to handle this ourselves.
Right.
Gotcha.
Okay, let's all...
No, we've got this. You have something else you need to take care of. Something important.
Was it finding of a guy's hat?
More important than this?
What do you mean?
Motter Park.
So this is just a diversion?
I'd bet on it.
Oh. Yeah, we're the alligator crew. Battles! Battles? Oh shit. Shit's going down.
Good day, Your Excellency. I do hope you'll forgive me for showing up to this party without an invitation. Truth be told, I have no real qualms with you personally. However, you are a willing collaborator with the man we loathe, so I'm afraid that makes you guilty by association.
Ever since you became part of Orochimaru.
I figured that's what you were after.
Let those girls go. They have nothing to do with this.
Your Excellency!
I'm afraid we just can't do that. After all, they've yet to play their biggest part. That of your faction's most shameful failure. Oh, but fear not. I have no intention of taking their lives.
Elise!
Rain? Rain!
What are you doing here?
You made it.
Dad, are you alright?
Marcus, you could point the gun at them at least.
The brats from Thor's. So you've come to meddle in our affairs again, have you? Not this time, I'm afraid. I won't allow you to interfere.
Whoa, alligator fruit.
Is he controlling those beasts?
So that's how those monsters came to be running around out here.
Rain! Be careful!
Elise! Your Highness!
You!
My, I can certainly tell when I'm not wanted. Go, my beasts! Strip them to the bone!
We're not going to lose to a couple of these things!
2 large monsters. Combat pattern analysis complete.
All right, let's take them down.
Okay! Watch out, guys!
Okay,
Right, here we go. Battle.
here we go. Got it. Laura, let's go.
Understood!
Right. Locked and walking away. Go.
I'll pick you up!
Fool! Of course.
I'll handle it.
Here.
Right! Good night!
My turn. Got it.
An opening!
Right. How about this? Now.
I'll pick you up!
My turn. Here.
Right! Good night!
My turn. Here.
It's my turn. Locked and walking away.
Right! Listen to my song
You
about
push my
you.
things.
Too slow? I'll handle it.
Right! Hey!
I'll handle it.
Now. Laura, let's go.
Understood!
My turn!
My turn.
My turn.
Here.
My turn.
Fool! Right. Good night.
My turn.
Right. Locked in the plump, get away. Go!
I'll take you up.
Too slow. I'll handle it.
If you don't have the CP, you can use support arts to buff when you do end stuff.
Here.
Right. Good night.
I know I can use arts.
Locked in the plump, get away. Now!
I'll take you up.
I wasn't strong enough.
Okay.
Yes.
You have my things.
My turn. Here.
My turn. Listen to my song
You
of
have my
appreciation.
things.
Leave it to me. Locked in the plump, get away.
My turn. Arcus activate.
I'll handle it. Here. Too slow.
Arcus activate.
I'll handle it.
Leave it to me. How about this? Go!
I'll take you up.
Of course.
There's a window open or something. One sec. Little moths getting in.
Arcus activate.
This is bad.
Useless. Healing is just, unless it's instant, there's no point in having it as an art.
Here.
Listen to my song
You
of
have my
appreciation.
things.
My turn.
My shaman.
Here.
It's my turn. How about this? Go!
I'll take you up.
Too slow.
Get that.
My turn.
When Laura's on the floor, she can't do a link attack, right? The spells you have right now, yeah, healing is better done by items or quests.
Keep it up, everyone.
Okay.
Right.
Now!
Now!
Fucking hell.
I'll take you up.
Forgot that was gonna hit both
Okay.
of them.
No way! Leave it to me. Eat that.
I wasn't strong.
Ah.
I was careless.
No!
My turn.
Jesus, they've got a whole bunch of attacks in them, and now I've got 2 crits that I'm gonna waste.
You have my things.
It's my turn. I hope you're finished. No way.
My turn.
Thanks. Too slow.
Right! How about this?
Okay. My turn.
Of course.
Too slow. I'll handle it. I'll handle it. Got it.
And open.
Is there a way to increase the weapons on balance ranks? You see how Laura's got 2 A's? Is there any way to increase that on anyone? I'm assuming not. Yeah, but it was Laura's turn and Elliot wasn't able to heal at the time.
Not good. Listen to my song
You
about
have my face. My turn. Now.
And open.
Leave it to me.
Okay.
I'm hoping Fee gets a good, like, one-person attack, one-target attack, like a strong gun.
Right. Now. B.
Roger.
My turn.
I'll handle it.
Leave it to me. How about this? Now!
I'll bed you up. Right.
I was having to do a fair bit of reading, so I wasn't paying 100% attention, so no worries. Squid Ripper's Class 8 at Class 8 is still strong. At Class A?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Too slow. My turn.
I forgot that there were
My
classes.
turn. Done. But we can't relax yet.
Bag of tricks. Ellen?
Not bad.
To be fair, her basic attack does a fair bit of damage and the delay is pretty short given she's speed demon. I guess S is around 2.5 normal attack.
Success.
Great!
We must pursue them at once. There's no time to rest.
Dad, you're bleeding.
This little scratch? Nothing to worry about. But never mind me. Her Highness is in danger.
Wait! Take...
Patrick? No. I need you to stay and protect everyone who's still here.
Those monsters are still roaming around outside, and the governor is wounded.
But... Please, if you're here, at least I can go knowing my father is in safe hands.
Fine, fine, I'll stay.
That's settled then.
She's linked to Laura so she can get off all her statuses with link strikes. Wait, I thought Link doesn't do anything stat-based.
Let us give chase then.
Your Excellency, please let the Railway Military Police know what's happening as soon as you can.
You can count on it.
Oh right, okay, yeah. I see what you mean. It's me, Sarah. The governor told me about what happened. Give me a full update on the situation. The targets are Gideon and 2 other armed terrorists. They've abducted Princess Elfin and Elise. We're pursuing them through an underground tunnel as we speak. We're doing all we can to catch up with them. Understood. I'm making my way there as fast as I can. I've got the RMP in tow. Keep up your pursuit. Try and stall them until we get there, if you can. It doesn't affect the stats, but Fee is so fast, has more chances to unbalance, and when she does that, lets Laura attack and protect all the status quotes I have on her. But don't do anything that would put the hostages in danger. Their safety is our top priority. Alright, let's hurry. Right, we won't let them get away. Why are we hanging around having a phone call? We'll be arriving in 10 minutes. Until then, all we can do is hope that they can pursue the terrorists on their own. Hate to admit it, but I doubt there's anything else we can do right now. I'm glad to see RMP is living up to their sterling reputation now. It sounds like you guys handled the attacks at the racetrack and cathedral like seasoned pros. Well, none of the Imperial Guardsmen were stationed in those areas, and we did receive invaluable assistance from Group B. You could just accept a compliment when it's given, you know. So, how much of an idea did you have that the terrorist's real target was going to be the garden party? Bet you had more than just a hunch with that orbital calculator you've got for a brain, right, Miss Icy Maiden? I estimated the chances at roughly 40%. Targeting the garden party would make the biggest spectacle after all. I believe their aim is to harm the reformist public image, which means Her Highness should be safe. Unfortunately, I can't be certain about the girl with her. And that's why we'll probably never see eye to eye. Right, let's just chill here for a little bit.
Those damn terrorists!
Elise, Princess Elfin.
Enemies ahead! I'll head the fight.
Leave it to me now.
I'll bed you up.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
It's Mike.
Right.
I'll handle it.
Leave it to me. There's no time to waste.
There's no time to waste.
My turn.
Of course.
It's Mike. Go.
I'll bed you up. Right.
My turn.
I'll handle it.
Right. Eat that. There's no
See, that
time to
close,
waste.
nice. Where are we? Catacombs. We're in the catacombs. It's real creepy. I had no idea a place like this existed beneath the capital. It appears to be a catacomb built during the Dark Ages. Well, they definitely came this way, and I don't think it was that long ago. Alright, you can tell from their footprints. Okay, we'll just need to keep heading this way. Follow me. Right, ready to go. Onward. Everything's proceeding just as planned. If we can make it out of these tunnels, we will have achieved all we set out to accomplish here. Alright, not bad for our first mission. Oh god, those soldiers are dead as well, aren't they? What are you people planning? Just what do you hope to accomplish by abducting us? It doesn't appear that you're interested in trying to ransom me back for my father's money. I ask you to remain patient for just a short while longer, Your Highness. We are but humble patriots who respect and honour the traditions and values of our country. We would never do anything to bring harm to one of the bloodlines that symbolise that very nation. You sound just like... Don't misunderstand me. We feel no sense of brotherhood with aristocracy. The vast majority among us are of common birth, myself included. However, there is a certain man among you whom I'm afraid we simply cannot allow to remain alive. What do you mean? If that's what you want, then let Her Highness go. If you need a hostage, you can I should be enough. Elise? Oh, what is your name, little one? Serving as Her Highness's attendant, I assume you must be of high social standing, no? Elise Schwarzer, daughter of Theo Schwarzer, Lord of the Northern region of Yamar. I may not be of particularly high rank, but I am still of noble birth. If you need a hostage, use me instead. Elise! Well, aren't you fascinating young lady? We seem to have picked up quite the unexpected gambit now. How shall we use it? You'll just have to stream a bit of it tomorrow, Sushi, so
My turn.
me and Dumpster can watch it. Stream a little bit of gameplay.
Here we go. Now. Laura, let's go.
Of course! Right! Give it up, everyone! Right!
Come on. If we do that, will it bring them closer together?
No, it's
I was careless.
Oh shit.
Leave it to me.
Thanks.
my turn!
Does Laura really have the Taurus MQ on? She's doing similar damage to Fee. She does have it on. Fee does have attack +2 though. To be honest, I've not seen the numbers.
Leave it to me. How about this? Go!
I'll take you up! Of course.
Okay. Got it.
An opening! Take this!
This is bad.
My turn! Listen to my song of renewal. There's a performance just for you. 7 Rhapsody! You've been a wonderful audience.
Leave it to me.
Go! I'll take you up.
My turn.
Right. Evil will fall before my blade.
Right.
Right. That was scary. There seems to be more strange force at work, making things difficult for us during the fight. The way they appeared was weird too. It's like they were waiting to ambush us. Perhaps it was due to that man Gideon's power, or rather that flute he holds. Yeah, that flute seems to give off some potent vibes. I've heard that some powerful relics from antiquity are still around. Wonder if that's one of those artifacts. Well, we're gonna have to deal with it one way or another. Damage of regular attacks raised. Damage multiplied by 1.5. Even so, it's still a good strength-based core. Yeah, I didn't think it works with the link attack damage. Dunno. Strength plus 30. This is strength plus 45. He's got force. That's plus 45 though. CP per enemies killed.
It's far enough!
Your warning shots.
Eat that!
You can only shoot like 5 shots in front of you.
What?
Rain! You came for us!
Show's over.
They've still got hostages.
Let Her Highness and Elise go.
Considering all that you've done,
Let us go, or we're
I
great
can't
for
say
next.
I'd be entirely comfortable letting you go free.
But if you release them, we might be willing to consider it. Damn kids.
It's 5 against 3. You've got no chance. And fleeing while trying to carry 2 hostages? I don't think that'll work out too well for you.
So, would you please just let them go?
Impressive. Very impressive. I had no idea Thors was educating such gifted students.
Save it. Look, we can keep this stalemate going all day, or you can release them. It's up to you. But I'm warning you, if there's so much as a scratch on either of them, you'll wish the police found you before I did. You.
Rain! Rain!
Very well. We surrender.
Don't believe him.
I'm not so proud that I can't see when we have no chance of victory.
Then...
So you'll let them go?
Absolutely. If you can defeat him, do it.
Do it.
Son of
A volatile anesthetic?
Fear not. I simply thought it best they sleep for a short while.
Why aren't we stabbing him or shooting him?
After all, this is hardly a sight fit for the eyes of such...
Why don't we shout whilst the flute's going? La 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 la.
Another monster?
Here's 4 gorilla.
What the...
A howl?
This roar.
Is it Gaius? It's okay, we've got a Phoenix Town, right?
What the hell is that?
It's a
bone dragon?
Behold! The might of the demonic flute! An artifact capable of holding even the shadow that reigned over Heimdall during the Dark Ages in its throne. Now, I'll have you delay your journey to perdition no longer. Farewell, dear ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
There's no way we can take on that thing.
What are we gonna do?
I can't estimate its strength. Or even the best way to fight it.
We're not just going to roll over and die here. If you think back on how much we've grown just during this field study, there's no way this thing is going to take us down.
My blade is ready.
This game's took its sweet ass time to get serious.
Go, Dark Tyrant! Bring down the merciless hammer of judgment upon these hapless fools!
Don't let it intimidate you. It's my turn.
Well, we can't Phoenix down him.
How about this? Go! Elliot!
We can't down! Right! Keep it up, everyone!
My turn. Here I go.
Of course. Shatter! Now!
Broken. I'll handle it. Here I go. Got it.
And open it!
I'll handle it. Here I go.
Right! How about this? Now!
I'll bend you up! Keep it up, everyone!
I'll handle it.
Right! Shatter!
Too slow. My turn. Here I go.
Leave it to me. How about this?
My turn!
I wish there was just a skip turn.
Let's go!
Gotcha!
My turn. Now. Laura, let's go.
Understood! Of course! Shatter!
I'll handle it. Here I go. Got it.
And open it!
My turn!
Is Kenochi the best one to play as?
Keep it up, everyone!
I'll handle it. Here I go.
Leave it to me. Hang in there, everyone.
You have my thing. Thanks!
I'll handle it. Too slow. I'll handle it. Here I go.
Leave it to me. How about this?
Too slow.
Right! Shatter! Off guard!
Broken. My turn.
Nice. It's always best when you can move around a bit better than everyone else.
Here I go. Got it.
And open it!
Right! Keep it up, everyone!
My turn.
It's my turn.
Okay. Here I go.
My turn. Huh? Off guard!
Broken. Right!
my turn. Eat that.
Okay.
Right. My turn.
I'll handle it.
Behold, my most powerful radiant blade dance!
It's my turn.
Okay.
I hope you're finished. There's no time to waste.
That was easier than the two guys that they left behind.
Impossible.
Laura! V!
Roger.
What? You damned! What?
Yeah.
No. The demonic flute.
Let's check and mate.
Whew, that was
They could
a
still
tough one.
break the necks.
What's our plan, Comrade G?
There you go. They've got hostages.
You vile.
Comrade G? I am fully prepared to lay down my life for our cause. It is not death I fear. But this operation is too important to leave even a corpse behind. I'm afraid I must do what needs to be done. Even if that means harming a member of the...
I think it's about time we came out to play.
Oh, hello. Tits McGee. I was wondering when we'd see these guys.
Who are...
Oh my. Aren't you a quick little kitty?
Let's just keep this on the screen.
Just my type.
That's the Sylphid I know.
Where's the third guy?
Comrade S? Comrade V?
Ah, you came for us. Oh, what a relief. Now we can...
These must be...
We're terrorists.
I seem to recall specifically telling you to leave this operation to me. But I can't say I'm unhappy you decided to check in.
Sorry, boss. But if you got yourself caught here, we would have been off to a pretty bad start.
I do apologize for cutting in, but we figured it was for the best. Comrade C decided to join us too.
Mm.
And so I have.
Oh, it's there.
a mask.
Comrade C, I wasn't expecting to see you here. Did my planning for this operation seem that flawed to you?
On the contrary, it was almost perfect. But no plan is completely foolproof. One must always factor in unpredictable elements. As the ladies and gentlemen of Class 7 here have demonstrated so brilliantly.
How does he know who we are?
Who are you?
We have already fulfilled our primary objective.
He is Laxus. That guy, that other teacher that didn't like Class 7, didn't like Reen not obeying the rules.
Courting dishonor by harming a member of the Imperial family would gain us
Was for
nothing.
Prince of Britannia.
Do you not agree?
And she
No,
is
you're
Hecate.
right. Release them.
Elliot, Machias, I'm leaving the two of them to you.
Okay.
Got it.
There, a gesture of goodwill, in the hopes that we may yet resolve this without bloodshed. What say you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7? Will you stand aside and let us leave peacefully?
Like hell we will.
You abducted the Imperial Princess and an innocent girl. Drugged them.
What Erebonian would stand idly by in the face of such an outrage?
It's 5 against 6. This won't be easy.
Guys.
You got guts, kids. I'll give you that.
Well, I certainly wouldn't mind a little roughhousing.
No, it's only right that I be the one to test their mettle.
Yeah. Guys, was I included in that?
Wielders of the longsword, the great sword, the twin gun swords. Stand and face me. I shall be your opponent.
What?
Is it Reen's real dad? Is it Reen's master?
This is an entertaining way to kill some time. The railway military police are already.
Seize weapons is the.
Pour out the vessel of your
Seize
wrath
weapon is
upon
weapon
me.
that class 1 play in BDO will use eventually. The class I play in BDO will use eventually. Oh, really? He's got a big old chakra body-sized
Interesting.
chakra.
He's awful sure of himself.
I don't expect him
Is
to
he
have
serious?
a hula hoop.
There's no way he can win against all 3 of them.
Wait, that's not a hula hoop.
Whoa, what kind of weapon is that?
Another relic from the Dark Ages. A double saber.
I am C. That is all you need to know. Now, come at me if you think you're able. Then allow us to begin.
My turn.
My turn. I'm gonna say this is a match that I'm supposed to lose, but let's give it all we've got.
Here it is. Now. Okay, Reen.
Wait, why are you two?
Here we go. Second to one, go!
Of course.
Okay,
That's one takes to counter.
here we go. Now. Okay.
This fight is what made me angry.
Here we go.
Right.
Okay.
Here we go. Flames gather on my path. Strike!
My turn.
Yeah, I've done nothing to him really. Okay. I was debating whether to use a potion then.
That's our C for you.
Ooh, can't deny he's got the brains and the brawn to lead.
What power?
He might even be as strong as Sarah.
Just who are you people?
From today, you shall
We
know
are
as a
CVDG.
Liberation Front. In our hearts, the flames of silent anger. In our hands, the hammer of judgment that shall topple. That is our cause. Our
The Imperial Liberation Front?
What dictator?
Freeze, all of you!
Shit.
Instructor, Captain Claire.
Despair. Smoke bomb.
Just in time.
It appears the time has come to make our exit.
Huh?
Yep.
Is that?
Farewell.
Or a flash bomb.
I'm sure.
What?
No.
A bomb?
See you around.
Ta-ta for now, my little darling.
Let's see you claw your way out of this grave.
The passage is collapsing. Hurry!
Right!
I couldn't leave Walnut alone.
Reen, you carry Her Highness.
Got it.
I would be like, no, I'm grabbing my sister. Well, even Smelliot carried my sister.
That was
Lord,
pretty touch and go back there. But I'm glad to see you all pulled through.
Well, thanks to you, Instructor.
I had my doubts we were going to make it out of that alive.
You could have come a bit sooner.
Sorry. Anyway, there's no way we'll be able to follow them now.
Indeed.
So, the Imperial Liberation Front, is it? Your Highness, Elise!
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh,
Whatever drug they were
my
given doesn't seem to
hero.
have had any lasting effect.
I feel like I've caused you all a lot of trouble, but thank you for rescuing me.
I'm just glad that you're safe and unharmed.
What happened?
Are you alright, Your Highness?
I need CPR.
How are you feeling?
Reen? I'm fine. You should worry more about your sister.
Looks like the intelligence division was right on the mark. We have a number of the routes back to the surface locked down.
Personally, I doubt it. This tunnel system is incredibly expansive,
The
with
best
too many
one.
areas we know nothing about. Continue the search for a
The
while
one that can
longer,
actually
then focus
stand up.
on restoring order in the city.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll send a report to the other divisions and let them know the situation's been resolved.
So, Imperial Liberation Front, what's your game?
Thursday.
In the end, the railway military police brought the chaos under control, and the first day of the festival came to a close. Despite his injuries, Governor Regnitz kept on top of things, ensuring that the rest of the festival passed by peacefully. The next morning, it was time for us to leave the capital behind and make our way back to Trista.
I really don't know how to begin thanking you. You've done so much for our family that I doubt we'll ever be able to repay you.
Not at all, Your Highness.
You've got plenty of money.
There's nothing to
pay us.
repay us for. We just did what we had to. Oh, come now. There's no need to be so modest. It scares me to think what might have happened if Elise and I had been taken away by those people. So I can't thank you all enough. Please allow me to extend my thanks for your help as well. I'm truly grateful.
Elise.
Oh, I'm just glad you're safe.
Group B's efforts were a great help to Cedric and I as well. Thank you again for your assistance in restoring order to the city.
I'm honored, Your
Thank
Highness.
God that I made this class. Truly,
I'm
it
so
was
glad
all
to have
my
been of
efforts.
service.
Just think of it as returning the favor for your help pushing to make Class 7 a reality. Still, now we've got the Imperial Liberation Front to worry about.
Regrettably. There have been signs they were up to no good behind the scenes before now, but now they've finally stepped out of the shadows and announced themselves to the world. They appear to be insurgents in the truest sense of the word, led by several key figures, C being the most prominent. The Intelligence Division is doing its utmost to gather information about these leaders even as we speak.
They struck me as rather mysterious in some way. Even though they abducted us, they rarely showed the kind of maliciousness one would expect from terrorists. It seemed more like they were in the grip of some kind of intense passion. True. Not that it excuses abducting your highness like they did.
An intense passion, you say?
It did seem that way.
In our hearts, the flames of silent anger. In our hands, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator. That's what their leaders said when they made their appearance. Indeed.
All the ham-handed theatrics of a middle school play.
Yeah. You can tell how gleeful he must have been to say the flames of silent anger in front of an audience.
Well, it's no mystery what they're referring to, at least.
Oh, thank goodness. I didn't miss you.
Wait, isn't that...
Is he?
Dad's with him, too.
Oh, I'm glad you made it, Cedric!
Just in time, too.
Your highness?
Did you come all this way just to bid us farewell?
Of course. After all you've done for us, I thought it was the least I could do.
Is this the rest of Class 7? It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Cedric Rice Arner. I wanted to thank you for coming to my sister's aid in her time of need. Allow me to extend to you my most heartfelt appreciation.
You're too generous, Your Highness.
The honor was ours.
Thank you, Your Highness.
This is the Crown Prince.
B?
I certainly wouldn't mind if he took a few lessons in manliness from the gentleman of Class 7, though.
Elfin, come on.
I think that's a little harsh, Your Highness.
Well, you're still just 15. You have plenty of growing ahead of you. Still, it isn't often I see you keeping the Imperial Governor company.
I suppose that's true. I just happened to be here on business, so I thought I'd take the chance to say goodbye to everyone.
How are you feeling?
Yes, nothing too serious, fortunately. I'm still feeling it, but it shouldn't be too much longer before I'm back to my old self.
That's good to hear.
I'm glad to see you looking all hale and hearty, Your Excellency.
Thank you. While no one could have foreseen how it ended,
Didn't you
did
say
manage
that
to complete this
about
month's field
someone
study.
in World of Final Fantasy yesterday?
On behalf of the Board of Directors, I'd like to congratulate you for your exemplary work.
We're honored you'd say so.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
We three directors may have very different positions on many issues, including how Class 7 should be run. But for my part, I'd like you to enjoy student life however you choose. I think the other directors would agree with me on at least that much.
Dad.
Someone said that yesterday.
I'm glad to hear you've...
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about, Your Highness.
Well, if you say so. I've always found you a trustworthy man, of course. But...
Ah, I see that everyone's here.
I won't. If I Google anything, it would be woman with eye patch.
It couldn't be.
Chancellor Osborne.
As a matter of fact, the Chancellor and I just came from an audience with His Majesty the Emperor.
I'm overjoyed to see you
Rule
safe
1
and
is
well.
always expect spoilers when you Google something.
Clearly, the goddess has bestowed her blessing.
Just anytime you're Googling anything, always expect spoilers. So don't Google anything unless you don't mind about the spoilers.
Thank you, Chancellor.
I'd also like to reassure
I even
you
got
that Solomon
spoiled in
is
One
starting a
Piece just
nationwide
because of
hunt for
Steam.
members of the Imperial Liberation Front.
Steam booted up with a One Piece, like, you know when you open Steam and it's got like an ad of a game that's on sale or whatever. It had like a character on the One Piece box art which you thought was dead. But oh, wow. Thanks Steam for fucking giving me a spoiler.
An investigation into the backgrounds of its members is also underway, so you needn't worry.
My. Nothing gets past you, does it? Well, I suppose that means you have the security detail for next month's trade conference well in hand?
Of course. I'll see to it that everything is taken care of. Ah, but where are my manners? Please excuse me for not introducing myself.
Yep, that sounds about right.
I'm Gileath Osborne,
Hey,
representative of the Erebonian government.
the guy with the awesome beard.
Though I imagine those of you who read the papers may know me better.
It's an honor to meet you, Your Excellency.
Your reputation precedes you, Your Excellency.
I've heard much about the recent exploits of Thor's Class 7. Traveling across the Empire for first-hand learning with your field studies, it's quite the fascinating program. I hope you'll keep up the good work.
We shall endeavor to.
Thanks.
I hope we'll live up to your expectations.
Ah,
Yes, the goddess and the winds.
It's been quite some time, young Racer. I'm glad to see your new career path is working out for you.
Thank you, Chancellor. I wouldn't be where I am today if not for you. I really owe you for all you've done for me.
General Van Dyke was my superior back when I was in the Army. As such, I'm planning on granting you a bit of additional assistance. I should have it ready for you in a few weeks' time.
What are you...
I have great expectations for you all. Nurture the bonds you share,
and train up bodies and wills of steel. For I have no doubt you'll need them in the turbulent times to come.
Something about railway guns.
Rain?
Oh, I didn't realise I needed to press a button.
Drinks are on me someday. Good showing, everyone.
Sweet, I got an S rank. Did you see that, Sush? Oh. Alright. Perfect time to stop. Oop. I think it's just us three and Reaper here at the minute. I should be on tomorrow morning with Sonic Mania. I'll do a little raider route to Geordie. No, there's only like 4 of us in total, but still. We'll go say hi to Geordie. I didn't expect him to still be online. Sonic Sunday. I would stream that tuner, but my grand's Wi-Fi download speed is honestly abysmal. No worries, dude. Right, I'll see people tomorrow probably. Nighty night.